Any question? Anyone? Anyone? Any question?
That's proof of a well-given talk.
Really? Okay. So thank you, Bill, again.
Good luck with your conference, you guys.
So now we'll invite Harry Jagi, who I think will also emphasize as a living example of the things that have just been spoken. Can you give him a warm welcome?
I just love movies. You guys love movies? Yes. You do? Recently I watched a movie. I think it's one of my favorite. It's about this extraordinary man who overcomes deep personal pain and loss and childhood fears to become this superhero. Do you know that movie? Well, the movie starts out like this. You have two kids, a boy and a girl, running around having a good time like kids do. You know, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and they're having a great time outdoors. Then suddenly, the boy falls into the ground. There's an unused well, which he couldn't see because it was covered by grass. And the fall down that well is dark and it's rough and even breaks his leg. And down deep in that pit where no light descends, he realizes he's not even alone, because with him are some leathery, blood-sucking bats. Well, eventually the boy is rescued, and as his father is carrying him into the house, he soothes him not by cooing like a mother would, but by asking him a question. Why do we fall? It's a question that I want to ask you today, my fellow entrepreneurs. And I take great pride in saying that. I've seen your presentations. You are all entrepreneurs. We're going to come across this question for a long time, not just in our student life, but even after. Why do we fall? There are so many wells which are lined up in front of us. And the thing is that we are going to fall in more than one of these. You know, not too long ago, I was like you. Yes, I was. Sitting there, thinking, what are we going to have for lunch? Hoping that my neighbor can't hear my grumbling stomach. And not really paying attention to what this guy at the front is talking about. After all, we come for these events, yes, to give presentations, but also to meet new friends and to break the monotony that is school life. After all, next week, we're back to school, back to the usual, back to trying so hard but not getting the grades we want. Back to working so hard to be popular, but not getting any friends. Back to wanting that nice, cool phone or those cool shoes, but really just worried about if our school fees are going to be paid on time. Back to working so hard in school and in projects like this, but not getting recognition. So do we just give up? You know, when I was in Form 2, we had elections for prefects, and personally, I love to read. So there was a position for prefect of the library, and I campaigned hard for it, and I was elated when my fellow students decided, yes, let's elect him. So for 24 hours, I was there, the prefect in the library. Then the school administration found out. As you can tell, my style is a bit unconventional. And even then, they were like, no, not you. So from a high, I was brought back down to earth. And it's as if the world was telling me, no. This is where you belong, down here. Down here with the vermin, with the riffraff, down here. This is where you belong. So why try so hard if all that is going to happen is failure. Why do we fall? You know, the funny thing is that it doesn't stop when you leave school. You're still going to ask yourself that question. Today we're gathered here as entrepreneurs. What's an entrepreneur? Somebody. What's an entrepreneur? An investor? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. A business opportunity, all right, identified. Like Mr. Lay said, an entrepreneur is someone who sees there is a problem there, and he finds a solution to that problem. And not only that, not only identifying the business opportunity, but assuming the risk that is involved in solving that problem. Making money is just a naturally occurring consequence of being an entrepreneur. Put in another way, an entrepreneur is that person who goes back to that well time and time again to find the cover that can fit so that he doesn't fall, but risks every single time falling back into that well. And if you decide to take these projects that I've seen presented today, beautiful projects, and you decide to go forward with them and make them something that, you know, becomes your career, expect that you are going to fall many times. Expect that you will fall into more wells than you can count. So in short, when you fall, and you shall fall, and it's going to hurt, and you're going to fall many times, do you just give up? Do you say it's too much? I can't do it. I can't make this again. Why do I try so hard? Why do I fall? When I started my business, it took me about 18 months before I saw success. 18 months. And during that 18 months, I did not have any money. And I did not have any money because I had spent all my money trying to push my business along. Now, that time I was still in school. So where did I get money? It's the money which was supposed to pay for my hostel accommodation. Now, I haven't paid hostel accommodation. I don't have any money. Where am I going to sleep? I can't go home. I'm supposed to be in school. So I would sleep on the office floor. For many of those 18 months, that's where I slept, on the office floor. And what would have happened if I decided to quit at month 17, or even month 1? Instead of coming and wearing it as a badge of honor here, it would be a bitter story that I would have. I spent so many nights on a cold floor and nothing to show for it. But the thing is that every single night, as I went down on that floor and fell and laid down, and in the morning, I got back up. Every single day, I was much closer to success. So why do we fall? We fall so that we can learn to get back up. There's this great manga series I follow. Does anyone know manga? Manga? Fans? Okay, manga is like a comic book, but unlike comic books, it's not for kids. Manga can be read by anyone. Your grandparent, your parents, you know, and people your age. So this manga series is called Naruto. And it's about this teenage boy who is despised in his village, but in his quest, he tries to be the most acknowledged, the most loved, the most respected. So if you read the series, along the series, you come to find out more about his friends. And there's one friend which I really like. He's called Rock Lee. Now, Rock Lee works very hard, but his competitor is a genius. So every time he goes up against his competitor, he fails. Every single time he goes up against his competitor, he fails. What does Rock Lee do? Does he quit? Actually, Rock Lee doesn't quit. He keeps working harder. And there's this quote that Rock Lee has, this motto, which I really love. Rock Lee says, when he's training, that he is going to become stronger than he was yesterday. Stronger than he was this morning. Stronger than he was 1 minute ago. I love that. Because by falling, we become stronger. And it is this strength that allows us to face any shocks and eventualities that entrepreneurship has to offer. So do not be afraid. Go forth and follow your dreams and desires, because it is through those repeated doors of failure that you find the pathway to success. Run carefree with the warm sun and the cool breeze on your back, because you will succeed if you keep getting back up. We fall so that we can learn to get back up. We learn to get back up faster every time we fall again. And when we're up, we keep walking, knowing that we're still going to fall. Because it is only those people who learn to fall and rise up again that become top in their class. It is those people who learn to fall and rise up again that do not stress themselves about money problems, knowing that their future career will be successful. It is those people who learn how to fall and rise up again that take charge and become leaders and trailblazers, entrepreneurs, and heroes. So today, I want to tell you, be a hero that knows, that learns. Falling is important because it helps you learn how to get back up. Thank you for listening.